Today on the channel, we're back out with a little Super 7 Ultimate Thundercats unboxing. This time with the black and red edition, Mumm-Ra, the Ever-Living.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Thundercats Super 7 Ultimate unboxing and review. And today we got Mumm-Ra, the Ever-Living Black and Red Edition. But for all your Mumm-Ra needs and a whole lot more, jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Gotta get a deal out there, and Mumm-Ra is available over there. They have had him at Jay's Toys and Games, but originally this was a Big Bad Toy Store 25th anniversary exclusive. They had a few of those things over their 25th anniversary month exclusive celebration, I guess we'll call it over there. And an interesting repaint of Mumm-Ra. Mumm-Ra going full blackface, so he is easily evil. He is easily a bad guy. You just don't do blackface in this day and age, so I don't know what he's doing. Hopefully the Thundercats can take him down, because that's a no-no, as we do know. But I don't recall him ever like this in the cartoon. Am I mistaken? Was there ever a time he went full blackface? I don't recall it. Maybe you do as well. But maybe he's ready to take on Anti-Eternia He-Man. That could happen as well. We'll see what happens in the future. But one thing for certain is we know how this review is going to go in the future. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We'll compare it to the other version of Mumm-Ra as well on this very video right here. So Mumm-Ra, an all-timer, one of the greatest villains of all time. Not quite sure if he's Mount Rushmore 80s villain, but he's right there. If they had like 7 heads on Mount Rushmore, he'd be one of those, that's for sure. But he does look really, really cool in this color scheme, I will say. The black and red attack looking very, very nice here. Definitely a dangerous character if there ever was one. And currently, speaking of Super 7 Thundercats, awaiting the next wave. So those should be here in the next month or so. So stay tuned to the channel. And of course, the big boy, the big one, the Cat Slayer. And I don't even know what to do. How am I going to unbox the Cat Slayer? Where am I going to put the Cat Slayer? It was always a problem for future Kyle. Well, future Kyle staring me in the mirror right now. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this Cat Slayer. But I'll figure a way out. I always do. I'll figure it out. So stay tuned to a lot of Super 7 Ultimate Thundercats coming to the channel here over the next month or so. But let's dive into this one. No slip cover, nothing going on with it. What you see is what you get. Thundercats logo, Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living. Big window box right there if you need it. Super 7 logo up top. A lot going on in here, but I don't know if Mutt is in here. It does not look like it. So he was smart enough not to go blackface. He said, I'm not having any part of this, Mumm-Ra. People get canceled for that. We know that. On the side, red. On the side, red. On the back right there, looking evil, looking dark and evil, that's for sure. He looks like like one of those ghosts or something you'd see coming after you or something in the middle of the night, or like a shadow person. That's what it looks like. Shadow people is what it reminds me of. Got a little blurb. Let's see what it says about Mumm-Ra, the Ever-Living. Mumm-Ra is the Thundercats' evil adversary. Mummified and otherwise weak, he is energized and made immortal as a servant to the spirits of evil, who grant him magical and transformative powers to carry out their wicked bidding. So, oh man, something wicked this way comes, as we do know, especially with Mumm-Ra involved. Usual background. See you later, goodbye, like a young Gary Payton. How about Gary Payton? I don't know. How about World Be Free? Remember World Be Free? Oh, a classic, of course. Pull this out. Uh-oh, better get the scissors. We got tape. Well, thankfully, no tape on the cape of what I see right here. But we got tape down the side. Because why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? Look at that. Big old cape looking good, of course. And then we got Mumm-Ra himself. Extra hands, weapons, no Mutt. Nothing else going on. But I'm going to take him offline. Get him out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Mumm-Ra. All right, Mumm-Ra, the evil black and red edition out of the package. Let's dive in. As I said earlier, not quite as much stuff as the last one. I think the only thing that's missing, though, is Mutt. I could be wrong on that. Or was that I think that's it. I think that is it. But a very cool looking one. I love this figure. I love the original. I love the looks of this one. As I mentioned, Anti-Eternia He-Man earlier has that kind of same vibe to it. You could have those guys as an evil twosome or something like that if you wanted to. If you want to cross the streams, and I guess Mattel is crossing the streams with Thundercats and He-Man this year. So we'll stay tuned to that on the channel as well. But whenever I see Mumm-Ra like this, it goes back to my youth. My youth, of course, South Dakota, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, that is. And the Empire Mall, picking this toy up when I was a little kid, the original version. Cool to have these versions many years later. But let's start with the accessories. We got 2 gripping hands out of the package. We got the crazy maniacal hands out there. You got to have those for Mumm-Ra. Got those ready to go. And then we got 2 fists of Mumm-Ra Fury. If you got to throw down, you got to throw down. He's got 2 fists ready to go if need be. Then we get down to his weapons here. We get the big old sword and then the shorter sword. You got a very evil one here. You stick this in somebody's gut and it twists and turns inside there, looking real evil. I want to believe this isn't a red blade. This is just caked in blood. That's what it is, the black handle. And then same thing over here, black handle, red blade, looking beautiful right there. Then we get the big one here. Of course, you plug these 2 together. We saw this before. You can have them separate. You can have them together. You can choose your own adventure. But they should plug together one way or the other, right? Somewhere like that. Doesn't want to go. There we go. Okay. Just got to really push, but it will go together. And he could do some of that blade spinning stuff. Like a ninja is what he could be. But you got the blade, same color pattern. Once again, you got that little logo when it connects. Very evil weapon right there, if there ever was one. So we're playing all the hits. And, of course, playing those cape hits like a young Lando Calrissian, just with more danger is what we have here. And I guess since we don't really have a life with this character, we don't know about him, we don't really remember this version of Mumm-Ra, you could choose your own adventure. You want the red on the inside or black on the inside. I guess it's up to you how you want to do that. So it was black on the previous version. I may put red on the outside this time. Make them as different as possible, as we always say. But you got the nice wire in the cape right here looking very good. You put the head through the top. We've seen it before. I guess we'll maybe see it again. Who knows? Who knows? But now we're getting down to the figure itself. Very evil looking, that is for sure, as I mentioned. Got a little red overspray on the back calf. Nobody likes a little red overspray. But very cool here, of course, looking at the head here. He's screaming, he's yelling, he's got teeth. He hasn't seen a dentist in a long time. He's got all the fringe coming off the side there. You got the snakes in the helmet, the evil fiery eyes right there, and then full-on blackface. A bold move. I don't know if it's going to work out for him, but he's got the blackface going on. Very, very cool helmeted head. And out of Mumm-Ra, you know, the creepy little mummy guy or this, I take this all day long. All day long. Now, the second one over here, got a more subdued head. You got the mouth shut, of course, looking good. Same eye color going on. Same helmet. Same fringe there. Ooh, I don't know. Which head am I going to use? I guess I used this head last time, so I'll use this head this time. Once again, I always say it, make it as different as possible. That's what I'll have to end up doing there. But I do like both head sculpts on this one here. Now, big body on this one, big arms, beefy arms on him. Got a little bit of a bicep, elbow covering right here around the middle, looking good. And then you got a little wrist one as well with some spikes on it, looking very nice. You got that Mumm-Ra logo. That's what we're going to call it right there in the chest. Of course, didn't want to put pants on today. Sounds familiar, right, Todd? Didn't want to put his pants on today, so he put a little skirt towel combo going on to cover up. Good for him to do that, of course. And then you got the big boots. I guess these are shin guards, really, after all. At the end of the day, looking like shin guards there. Not looking too shabby, though, in the shin guard department. I'm trying to see what model this is. I don't know. I can't really tell. I guess it looks like the Mike Piazza editions, but it is Mike Piazza when he played for the Dodgers, which is a weird time in between. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right one. I don't know. You guys might tell me, but I'm going to go Mike Piazza. I could be wrong. Somebody fact check it. But I do love his big, creepy toes with the long toenails and then the fur on the top. Talk about some hairy feet right there. Looking extra interesting here. Arm, going to go all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Elbow side to side, single jointed elbow. Hands removable back forth side to side. Waist articulation a little bit. Ab crunch a little bit. Head removable back forth side to side. Big old Mumm-Ra splits. Well, not really, but he's got a little bit of splits going on there. Leg does go up. Single jointed knee, side to side. No boot cut, but you do get ankles up and down, back, forth, side to side. Very, very tight in the feet department for old Mumm-Ra right here. Uh-oh. Very tight in the knee. Oh, I can feel a breakage. You got to ease it. You got to ease it. Put your hand back there so you go soft. Very, very tight. Might have to heat that up with a hair dryer. Once again, your mileage may vary. Fits on a Mattel ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at ringside. But looking pretty good. Even though he's in blackface, if we can look past that, a very fun figure, a very evil looking figure, no doubt. And speaking of evil, we got the original edition here in the more iconic blue. But pretty cool to see the differences here, and of course, we always got to get the most out of our molds, and I'm sure Big Bad Toy Store said, hey, we want an exclusive, and they said, okay, we got this kicking around, we'll paint it black, and we'll give it to you as an exclusive in the red and black attack. Very similar to the Major Bendy's Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Big Rubber Guys Legion of Doom, red and black. You got an Operation, was it Monster Force, red and black. So we're seeing a pattern there, you're seeing a little bit of a theme. Pretty cool, all things considered. And if you're all in on your Thundercats, you got to pick this one up. There's no doubt about it. But what say you? Is it a pickup for you? Did you need this Mumm-Ra in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it brings. So much going on over there on YouTube every single day. Appreciate you guys. And then it all funnels to the Patreon, as you know. So there it is. Check that out. ProWrestlingTees.com. SirPaul64 on the X. Now you can find me on TikTok. Don't miss those. _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for Mumm-Ra Blackface Edition, oh my gosh, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
We're going to the end of the line.